Hello and a very, very warm welcome to everyone joining us here as we bring you more live action from the German third flight. The Dritte Liga brings us a very, very interesting encounter between FC Hansa Rostock and SV Waldhof Mannheim. Two teams, well, with quite a bit separating them in the table. Only places though, definitely not points. The Dritte Liga table, very interesting indeed, ever so close. Hansa Rostock currently down in 10th on 42 points, with Waldhof Mannheim in 4th, a good 6 places above them, but with just 2 more points than Hansa Rostock. So a win for Hansa today would see them jump a level on points, with 18-16 Munich in 3rd on 45, whereas Waldhof, well, they could go tied top on points at least, with Duisburg and Unterhaching. Quite a few teams, everyone pretty much above Hansa Rostock in 10th, still to play here on a match day 29. Few teams have already. But this a game with 3 massive points up for grabs. It will be very interesting to see which team can take that first step towards finishing the season strong here this evening for this midweek late night kickoff from the Ostseestadion, the home of Hansa Rostock, of course. But Waldhof Mannheim, the only team in the league still unbeaten on the road. Very impressive away from home, and will surely give Hansa a run for their money here, that's for sure. Mannheim in good form and looking to finish at the top of the table if possible. Bernhard Tavares and Jens Hertel, the two managers without players, giving some of the younger players a chance to impress here as well. As per usual, a moment's silence for the lives affected and lives lost by the current pandemic gripping the world as we know it. So the visitors, Mannheim, in yellow shirts, black shorts. Hansa Rostock in blue shirts and white shorts. Should make for a very interesting encounter this. The home side starting with Kolke in goal. Back three of Bülow, Sonnenberg and Riedel, Nate and Butzen, and the two defensive midfielders with Scherf and Alschwede. The wing backs, three across the front, Vollmann, Breyer and Pepic. As for the visitors, Königsmann in goal, Hofrath, Golke, Schultz and Marx making up the back four, Flick and Schuster in front of them. Three across midfield, Korte, Goida and De Ville, with Kofi leading the line for Waldhof. Action about to get underway here in the Ostseestadion. Max Burda, the man in charge of proceedings. And off we go. Really is amazing just how close everything is in the Dritte Liga at the moment. Just 9 points separating 14th from 4th placed Mannheim. As has so often been the case in football at almost every level since the return of it. It's usually the team who scores first who goes on to take the 3 points when it's all said and done. Not all the time, more often than not. Good early ball in and a decent header at the back post. Not enough on it to get it on target though. Hansa will clear their lines there. Decent clearance from Alschwede. Slightly wild pass through the middle there as Rostock look to counter quickly on that far side. Going to switch play, Riedel in space. Picked out by Kolke, the man in between the six for the home side here this evening. Hansa Rostock coming into this game off the back of a 2-2 draw against FSV Zwickau. Back on the last Saturday of May. Verhoek and Gratarovski getting on the score sheet that time round. Here come Hansa, looking to break quickly again. Better pass from Vollmann. There might have been a little more on there. It's a decent start from the home side though. Good early possession and asking all the right questions so far. Header on for Coffee, can't bring it down though. We'll try and keep the pressure on though. Chef brings the ball forward, can't hold on to it though. Ball comes straight back after the clearance. Hansa starting to just add to the pressure here. Definitely the better start. More confident on the ball, knocking it around nicely. Lovely ball down the line. Volland lets it just run across his body. Now space for the cross. Good block in the end by Hofrath. Flick there, one of the youngsters given a chance here due to a number of injuries, in the Waldhof side. Benatrades, however, the manager, saying the focus isn't on the young players, the focus is on the veterans, whose job it is to look after young players like Flick. Make sure they settle into the game early. Be a busy game for Flick with the way Hansa have started. Ooh, that's not the best pass back, but Kolke reacts quickly, comes off his line just in the nick of time there. Coffee very nearly taking advantage of what was a rather risky pass back there from Pepic to his own keeper. Kolke wide awake though.
Rücken, ja? Gut, gut! Genauso weiter, komm! Reden! Kurz hier! Sehr gut!
Kevin Coffee on loan from SV00. I wanted to say 007 there, SV07 Elversberg. in July of last year. He's been in decent form in trading, according to his manager. Good pressure again there. Corner awarded to Hansa. Decent play, just creating the space. Trying to curl one around the defender into that far corner. Volland and Nate. Volman and Nate, should I say, there at the corner flag, looking to send the ball into the danger zone here. Goes deep, decent header away. Picked up by Nate. Forced all the way back to his keeper. No one dealing with the danger there. Header away, eventually coming from Schultz. He's on the ball now. Mannheim looking to play their way out from the back here. High press from Hansa. Very nearly enough to win the ball back inside their opponent's half. Deville, unable to find a teammate there, was a little on his own there up front once the ball came his way. Didn't have too many options. Quickly realised that. Schwede looks to get the ball back in play quickly. Here's Volman. Little nutmeg, then goes down looking for the free kick. No whistle, goal kick. Here's the decision. He's not too happy about it. Might have had a case there. Is there enough contact? Well, probably not enough. Korte doing just enough. Put the player off there. Nate, lovely little flick on there. Space out wide for Volman. Comes back in. You can see what he's trying to do there. Just slice one with the outside of that right boot, looking to curl it away and then back in towards that far corner. Just taking a little too much time to get the shot off. Hansa Rostock keep the move going though on that far side. Early cross in. Schwede, the attempted target, unable to find him though. And Waldhof trying to power forward very quickly, and they will pick up the free kick in the end. Guaida impeded by Pepic. Just a little too hands-on there. The referee's liking. Probably the right decision in the end. Pepic not too happy about it though. Mannheim yet to really get going. Just all a little too rushed at the moment. Poor clearances like that might help their cause though. Schultz plays the ball out wide. Back into Schuster and then all the way back to the keeper. Hansa with the better start, but Königsmann yet to be tested. Decent ball forward now. Space for Korte to work with. And support out wide. Marks puts a decent cross in. Coffee does his best to try and meet the ball in the air, but Kolke is there as well. Good awareness shown by the keeper. Catch he should be making up. It's actually Guaida who went up for the header there and was leading with that left arm of his a little. Needs to be careful. Top of the fence, you will quite easily pick a yellow card up for. As Forman does really well. He's been lively on this right wing so far. Slightly better cross needed there. Tried to keep it low, but didn't quite get enough pace on it to get it past the first defender. Been a good tempo to the start of this game though. 12 minutes gone. Still no goals, and Forman getting that one wrong. Although he has been probably one of the standout players in this opening 10 plus minutes. Kolke, good vision. Decent ball forward. Deville does well to recover there. Now here's Guaida. Now to Korte. Lovely little 1-2. Chance now perhaps for Mannheim. It's all just a little too close for comfort there on the edge of the penalty area. Hansa won a free kick. Referee says play to continue. Hofra just slowing things down. Kolke again picks out Deville. Out wide. This is good football from Mannheim. Starting to find a little bit of rhythm. And young Flick wanting a free kick. Just a little look over his shoulder. Not making too much of a case for it though. Lovely through ball. First time ball, not a bad effort as well. Forman taking one touch to settle himself. Shifting it on to his weaker left foot there. Plenty of pace behind it. Just couldn't keep it down though. It sails over the crossbar. Number 10 continue to look dangerous there. Movement off the ball has been very, very good, getting into some good spaces and positions. Coffee with a shove in the back there. It's Schuster. Waldhof with the interception there. Now Riedel quickly closed down there, does well to pick out Forman. Lovely weighted ball over the top. Can't do the same for Nate though. Just a little too much mustard on that one. Not the best clearance, kept in play though by Hofrand. Makes himself available again. Coffee with the last touch there. And Hansa will have the throw just inside the Mannheim half here on this near side. Another risky pass back. Not the first time we've seen that already here. Waldhof to Riedel. Hansa quickly moving the ball forward into Volland. Volland on the half volley. As well to win yet another corner. Really has become the main focus up front. Be it through the middle, as we saw moments ago, or more often than not on this near side. Hansa's right flank Volman, causing Waldhof all sorts of problems so far. Plenty for them to think about when it comes to the number 10. There's Nate, the in-swinger, not a bad one either. And a very, very nearly the opening goal. Breyer with the header on. Danger not over yet. It is now though. Waldhof getting just as close there. Initially, it was Breyer's header on from the corner at the near post. I think he was going for goal, actually. Oh, perhaps it was a flick on towards the back post. Sheriff unable to put the finishing touches on it. They will have another attempt, though, on the opposite end. Clearance does eventually come. Kicked off by Butsen. Now Pepic on the turn. Waldhof there in support. Nate gets a shove in the back there. Pepic. Riedel in supports. Well, again, just a little too much time there for the defender to position himself and make life difficult for Chef with the header. Königsmann in goal, never really in any trouble. Jens Hertel there will be happy with the way Hansa have started this game. Still at 0-0. Could shift very quickly, and Mannheim not far away from just finding the right gear themselves. Hansa have been the better, but Mannheim with one or two little reminders that they can be equally as dangerous. Oh, picked out of the air beautifully there by Nate. Volman and Nate combining well. Volman looking to spread it out onto the other side for Butsen. Now Chef likes to run at defenders from that wide left. Butsen again. Good spell of possession this. Patient build-up play from Hansa Rostock, looking for an opening. Alschwede back to Waldhof. Waldhof! Well, had every right to go for goal from there. Found himself in a really good position. A bit of an opening there to try and take advantage of as well. Took a slight deflection, which means Hansa will have the corner. Schuster a little slow to close Waldhof down, which invited the right-footed effort. Sure, it would have been on target. Well, interesting scenes there. Guaida reacting first. Looks like the corner had been played. The two Hansa Rostock players then getting confused with who should or could go to the ball. Guaida not wasting any time. Picks their pocket. Rostock getting away with it though. Another lovely ball out wide to Vollmann. Vollmann. Schwede with the cross. Good block this time from Schultz. You do feel Rostock though on the verge of a breakthrough. Well, that's where it was played. Question was, or question is, did Vollmann actually play the ball, or was he just handing it to Nate in an attempt to tell him, no, you take it? Either way, the linesman felt that the ball was already in play. Guaida, rather shrewdly, first to react to the situation. Well, with the lack of a match practice as a result of this COVID-19 pandemic, and unusual mistakes like that can of course creep into play. Sure, the linesman would have indicated to play on. With no crowd, I'm sure the players would have heard him. Good layoff by Coffey, back inside. Mannheim now perhaps with an opportunity, looking to play it back to Coffey. There was Korte. Riedel does very well, gets back across. Puts an end to that attack. Guaida to take the corner from the far side now. Butson with the header away. It's come back to Schultz, who tried to then take it on the spin, on the half volley as well. Just couldn't quite get his boot behind it. Not the easiest one to take there, but I'm sure he'll feel he could have done better. Kolke happy to make the easy catch in the end. Pressure on Kolke now, Coffey closing down. And Hansa Rostock will get the free kick. Hofrath just coming into the back of Vollmann there, as the two collided midair. And not too much wrong with that really. Bit of a soft one if you ask me. Waldhof. There is Butson. Very nearly a lovely ball through for Pepic there. Able to turn, again picking out Vollmann. Early cross. Just doesn't fall kindly for anyone. Just in behind Pepic, it made a good run into the box. Mannheim struggling to get out of their own half at the moment. Hansa have scored the majority of their goals in the first half of their games this season. Struggling to break the deadlock here at the moment, though. If one team does look like scoring, it is the boys in blue and white, that's for sure. Alschwede hacked down there. Well, Korte coming through Nate and then catching Alschwede as well. I wouldn't be surprised to see him pick up a yellow here. And that will be the decision. Korte, the first player to go into the referee's book here this evening. Does actually play the ball, but it's a little dangerous coming through the back of the player there, losing his footing a bit as well, which made it look two-footed. I'm not sure it was. Not intentionally, anyway. Just a little out of control, though, which is why the yellow card has been produced. Nate and Folma. Nate with the delivery. Shouts for handball there. Play will continue, though. Nearly a good ball. Coffey using his upper body strength there to just make sure it does remain his. Coffey again tries to bring Marks into play there. Marks not being utilised very well so far. He's a player who likes to get up and down the pitch. Hasn't had too much to work with so far, though. Schuster having to drop deeper and deeper to get on the ball. Most of the action in midfield does start with him. Schuster again. Kolke tries to ping one. Not over onto that far side, but again just misjudging it. That's pretty much been the story of the first half so far for Bernard Trares and his side. Things are not quite firing on all cylinders just yet. Closing down by Guaida. And again. Actually, Alschwede does pick up the foul. Off the guilty party in the end, but Guaida down, having taken a knock to that right leg of his. Ball played by Alschwede. Nothing wrong with the tackle, even if it was a painful one for Guaida. Nate as well, improvising out on the wing, trying to create the space himself. It's another corner for Hansa Rostock. They haven't been able to do much with them, though. Mannheim on the back foot pretty much since the get-go, but defensively they've been able to handle pretty much everything Hansa's thrown at them. Now, Hansa have been the team in control, you feel. They haven't created any clear-cut chances yet. Don't believe Königsmann in goal's been worked. With just over 31 minutes gone. There's Schuster. Space ahead of him. Flick with the flick over the top. Powerful header there from Hofrath. But again, Hansa very easily able to defuse the situation. Difference has been ball retention. Hansa is using up far less energy with the amount of time they're given on the ball. Everything just a little too rushed for Mannheim at the moment. Almost trying to force the situation rather than let it unfold naturally. Almost trying a little too hard with the final ball, making things a little too complicated at times. Defensively, have been very solid though. Whether or not they'll be able to keep it up over the 90 minutes, well, you do wonder. That's more like it, not a bad cross there. Marks deciding to leave it. Chef was lurking just in his shadow there, doing his best to try and flick it back across the face of goal, but it was already out of reach once it came to him. Going in there, very aggressively getting enough on the ball though. Good tug of the shirts, advantage played. They're away the near post, chance now perhaps. Nate. Very crowded penalty area, but no one at the back post, which is where the cross eventually ended up. Probably a little too much height on it anyway, had someone been there. But again, Hansa getting themselves into good positions, just not able to do anything with it so far. As far as Mannheim are concerned, they may continue like this. Definitely happy to sit back and invite the pressure, it would seem. Nothing concrete coming of it, as of yet anyway. Mannheim taking on Victoria Köln. Just 4 days from now, on the 6th, as Guaida shifts on forward to Coffey. Coffey cuts one back across. Deciding against the left-footed effort there, had quite an angle to work with, perhaps too acute for him. Hansa Rostock taking on Meppen next. Meppen currently level on points. On a total of 42, just like Hansa Rostock. That could change on the end of matchday 29, of course, with Meppen yet to play. What an interesting encounter that could be. Pretty much every encounter interesting in the Dritte Liga at the moment, with everyone so tightly grouped together. On points, that is, anyway. Coffee brought down, and this could be an interesting position for a free kick. Mannheim struggling to create too much from open play, so perhaps dead ball situations their ticket to finding a way to get in front. Aida to take it. Aida's ball, not a bad one either. Good save by Kolka. And just like that, Waldhof Mannheim against the run of play with the best chance of the game so far. Aida's delivery. And Schultz with the free header. Not happy with himself. Wasn't a bad header at all. Shouldn't be too disappointed with the effort, because you have to give credit to Kolka there. They did well to get across and make the save. Didn't have much time to react there either. The Hansa keeper. That would have been a very tough pill to swallow for Jens Hertel and Hansa Rostock. Once or twice now of a little too risky for my liking with some of the balls across the back line or back to their keeper. Sooner or later, the likes of Coffey, who is a very pacey frontman, will take advantage of it. And that really good opportunity will add a little bit of fuel to the flame now for the visitors. Give them something to work with. Is it a little too late, as they say? The first half now drawing to a close. Here they come again. Decent run down the middle, an ambitious one, but stopped in his tracks by Butzen. Was an ambitious run there from Flick. Just one touch too many in the end. Under pressure straight away. It's been an energetic performance, albeit a defense-heavy one from Guaida. This goes to show how versatile of a player he is and how important he is to the side as well. Usually it's going forward where he shines, but he's been called to deliver when it comes to defensive duties in this first half. But it's Mannheim finishing strong here. Landing just behind Hofrath there, which will slow things down a little bit and allow Hansa to get bodies back behind the ball. Guaida. Right to Hofrath. Guaida again, offside though. Just enough on the tackle there from Golke. Just nicking it away from Breyer. Very nearly found a way through. Based on the action here in the first half, it's got the feel of one of those games where there might be a mistake at the back that might see the first goal scored. Decent layoff by Coffey. Just couldn't find Corte though. Gianluca Corte, the Mannheim player with the most goals scored this season. That's on that left wing. 6 to his name so far. Both Buzian and Suleimani on 5. Suleimani not available. Definitely one of the names missing, one of the big names missing for Bernard Traves. Königsmann preventing that one from going out for a corner. Bülow to Butzen. One back well, here's Flick. Butzen does well to lose the defender. Can't pick out a teammate with the ball though. As we go back and forth here at the death of this first half. Nate and Vollmann unable to link up there. Nate wanting a little more from his number 10. There's not enough movement off the ball. A little lazy from Vollmann, who had a lively start to the game. He's just gone a little quiet here towards the back end of the half. Will be a goal kick. Unfortunate for Nate. Bülow sends it back towards the corner flag. Golke then. Slight lapse in concentration. His possession back to Hansa Rostock in the form of a throw. Chef will look to send into the box here. Very likely to be the last bit of action here in this first half. Haven't been too many stoppages. No extended ones anyway. Ooh, slight misunderstanding there between Königsmann and Schultz. That could have gone very one, but Max Borda will bring an end to the first 45. It's been a lively first half. Hansa Rostock enjoying the lion's share of possession, but the best chance of the game coming to the Mannheim defender Schultz from a dead ball situation towards the end of the half. Still no goals and plenty to play for. All 3 points to be exact. Will we get a breakthrough in the second half? Stick around and find out.
Schwabel, perfekt direkt. Hein, Tor! Sensationeller Treffer von der Spielvereinigung Unterhaching. So geht Fußball. Perfekt, direkt die Flanke von Schwabel. Wunderbar gemacht und dann auch mit der Drehung. Dieser Abschluss von Hein ins Glück.
Beki Rollo schnappt sich den Ball da im linken Halbfeld und dann kommt er vorbei an Albuzat, schaut, nimmt Maß, klasse Abschluss.
Wir haben jetzt auch insgesamt ein bisschen mehr Ballbesitz, hat es den Anschein, als noch in Durchgang Nummer 1. Jetzt hier da nicht mehr ganz so dominant. So, Talik, der hat einen guten linken Fuß, der kommt gut, der kommt perfekt! Und für diesen linken Fuß, da braucht er einen Waffenschein. Tagt sich da mit Tempo durch und da trifft er den optimal. Unhaltbar.
Aus Sicht von Bernhard Traves kann man positiv festhalten, sie haben noch kein Gegentor kassiert. Eine richtige Chance hatten sie da gegen aber auch die Chancen, allerdings auch eher mangelbare bei Jens Herrn.
So, a warm welcome back for the second half here, as we continue to come to you live from the Ostsee Stadion, the home of Hansa Rostock. Nothing to separate Hansa and Waldhof Mannheim so far this evening. Still a 0-0 after 45 minutes. Hansa Rostock, arguably the better team in the first half, but the best chance of the game going to the visitors, Waldhof Mannheim, who, as things stand, with the draw and 1 point, will jump ahead of 1860 Munich into third spot, into those promotion places. Playoff place at least. Still games to be played tomorrow as well for some of the other Dritte Liga contestants this season. So that could change, however. Still 45 minutes to go here, and everything possible. Plenty of positives to take from the first half for Jens Hertel and his Hansa Rostock side. Perhaps where to improve is that final third. That final ball just hasn't been quite as clinical as it needs to be. And Mannheim have been, well, not easily, but comfortably able to deal with most of the pressure. Looking to play on the counter in the first half. Didn't quite go to plan. Their late chance and best chance of the game coming from a free kick in a dead ball situation. So creating a little bit more from open play and perhaps holding on to the ball a little longer. The name of the game for the visitors in the second half. Something to work towards. No changes at half-time, but a number of Hansa players warming up during the half-time break. Chance now perhaps for Pepic. Pepic! Well, looking to guide it into the far corner. His reaction would tell you it was on target. Deflection then taking it wide. Have another look at it here. I think it might have still just been going wide. As Marks, I believe, with the challenge and deflection away. Another corner to Hansa, so they pick up where they left off. Plenty of corners for them in the first half. Couldn't do anything with them. Allman with the delivery. Very crowded near post. And then up and over from Pepic from the edge of the penalty area. Just couldn't quite generate enough power on that header or keep it down. So Königsmann still with very little to do. Vincent unfairly brought down there by Coffey, according to Max Burda, the referee. With Kolke. Made a fantastic save to deny that chance, deny that goal scoring opportunity for Mannheim right at the end of the half. Ball off to Pepic. Arte does well. Orman then with a hopeful ball over the top. Expecting Breyer perhaps to set off a little earlier than he did there. Riedel picks out Pepic. tries to bring Chef into play, but again, just can't find the accuracy with the ball out wide. Tries to power his way through. Is enough to win the ball back, though. As well to be a nuisance out on that wing. Just not enough on the delivery into the box, though. As Korte slows things down and then picks up the pace again. Schuster. With the header on, Nate picks up the pieces. Just a little too slow on the ball again, though. A bit of a mixed bag performance from Nate. Gets himself into good possessions. Good movement off the ball as well to get into the right spaces, but when the ball comes his way, he's just a little lazy on it. Just needs to shift it up a gear. Hansa Rostock, you feel, not far away from a performance which would see them take the lead and then probably control the game, but they're just not quite at the races yet. Still asking the right questions. This perhaps now a chance to make the breakthrough, and Vollmann unleashing an absolute bullet there. That might have forced Königsmann to spring into action. Shot blocked though. And vitally so, I think. Because that certainly would have given Königsmann something to think about had it been on target, and it looks like it was going to be. Just missing the volley there. Not by much, though. And up and over. In the end from Chef on the volley. Not the easiest take there for the left back. With the layoff, Schuster and wide to Hofrath. Looking for the 1-2 with Korte, comes to nothing in the end. We'll have another chance to build from the back here though. Golke. Guaida. Kofi. Back to Guaida again. Waldhof intercepts. Mate with the layoff. Pepic with a bit of space to work with now. To Breister. Trying to just shift it into the path of Scherf, but Scherf moving it a little too much pace there once the ball came his way. Just couldn't control it and get it out from underneath his feet. And Breyer a little frustrated at the run made by Scherf. He wanted him to continue out wide a little more. Wild one from Waldhof, a little too heavy-footed there. An opportunity to Mannheim. Now inside the Rostock half. Deville with the header down. Extended out wide shortly thereafter. Getting play by Marks. Korte closed down quickly. And then put out of play in the end by Golke. A little bit too scrappy there in the centre of the park. Lay off there from Guaida. Just cushioning the ball down into the path of his teammate. Hofrath down the line, picked up by Korte. Get a heavy touch. Gianluca Korte just struggling to find his rhythm here at the moment. Marks and to react quickly there with the ball just a little short from Golke. Picked off by Butsen. Breyer. Oh, good ball to just stretch things out wide again. Schwede just taking a little too long with the cross. Comes back to Waldhof. Now Follmann. Follmann has another crack. Not as good as the one which was blocked not too long ago. Couldn't keep that one down. Interesting to see if Jens Hertel decides to bring on young Aaron Apoku. Does have 3 goals already this season, the left winger. Came on as a substitute in that 2-2 draw against Zwickau the last time out. It's the sort of game he could perhaps come on and affect. A very pacey young man. Hansa number 19. As he's already shown this season, has a goal or 2 in him as well. A game does feel like it could be won by the right substitution, a player coming on, some fresh legs, just bringing a bit of something different and a slightly different approach to that final third. No one really stepping up to the plate so far, as far as Hansa are concerned anyway. Guaida. To Schuster. Golke. Over the top, misunderstanding between him and Marks. Marks already up and away as the ball came to where he was. Looks like it's going to be Mannheim making the substitutions. Ferrati and Buziane. German and Frenchman getting ready to come on for Mannheim. So they will have the first roll of the dice as far as trying to change things up a little goes. Butsen runs the ball to safety. Schwede, the best ball into Follmann, who Didn't have a lot of space to work with. Handball from Waldhof. Gets away without a booking. Works over the top. Guaida, great ball. Lovely layoff as well. After a good run, Coffey doing his best to hang on to it. Powerful play. Now a chance, perhaps. Korte finally able to create something in that final third. Doing his best to try and create some space between him and his defender. Good block in the end, though. Better from Gianluca Korte that time, though. Forman winning the ball back a little too easily, if you ask me, but Pepic unable to do anything with it. So an hour gone. Waldhof Mannheim deciding it's time to bring on some fresh legs. Buziane and Ferrati, the two players coming on. Looks like Gianluca Korte will be the first to make way. It's been a slightly disappointing game for him. Just never really got going, and Coffey will be coming on as well. Frenchman Buziane will not replace him up front. It's Ferrati. Joined from Hamburger SV in July of last year. As things stands, a draw and a point apiece. Definitely a better result for the visitors, Mannheim. Hansa, I feel it might be a missed opportunity if they don't get all three here, especially with the way they've been playing. 3 points are there for the taking. Just unable to grab hold of the opportunity so far. As already mentioned, a win for Hansa would see them shoot up the table. Themselves right into contention at the top. Each and every game so important now. Win or a loss can be so instrumental in regards to the outcome at the end of the season, which isn't too far away now that the action has resumed. Ooh, that is a dangerous tackle from Pepic. Two-footed challenge in on the youngster Flick. And Pepic might be in trouble here. A reckless one as well. Oh, that is nasty. That could be a sending off if you ask me. Interesting to see what the referee decides to go with here. Surely a yellow card at least. I'll tell you what, Pepic could be in trouble. He certainly was not in control when he went in for that challenge. I think him staying down and looking as if he's injured himself. Partly to cover up the challenge as well, and I think he can consider himself a little bit lucky to get away with that one. Not too many complaints from him either, and I think he knows how lucky he is there. 8th yellow card of the season for Pepic. Dark yellow one if you ask me. 25 minutes still to go. As Schultz prepares to take the free kick just inside the Hansa half. Can't do anything with his first touch on the ball. As Braya brings it forward. Now Nate. Plenty of bodies behind the ball for the visitors though. Nate had a look up and saw there was nothing on ahead of him. There's Nate again. As well. Nate still going. One touch too many though. Well, it looks like it's a time for Granatowski to come on and try and make a difference. Found the back of the net against Zwickau last time out. On loan till the end of the season from VfL Osnabrück. Niko Granatowski. Loan deal actually expires at the end of this month. It will most likely be extended until all the games have been played. This is the case with most of the loan deals in European football at the moment. Having to adapt to the situation, as we all have. And on from Brian, not a bad one. Picked up by Nate. Brian's hold-up play has been good throughout. Definitely one of his strengths. It's an effort, Pepic deciding not to put on the pressure. Pepic, Chef in support to his left, decides to cut back inside. Bülow. Dink over the top towards Vollmann, back inside. Harald Schwede made a good run towards the near post. Header in from Vollmann, just not quite close enough though. A little too close to the keeper instead, as Kolke comes out and collects. Granatowski waits on the sidelines to come on. Schwede. Braya, not a bad effort. And for the first time, 68, almost 69 minutes into the game, Königsmann has to spring into action. That is how long it's taken for them to test the keeper. A rather simple save in the end, though, down the middle. Been enough of that for Jens Hertel's side. All the possession, they haven't been able to create much with it, and the longer that goes on for, deeper into this second half we go. The more confident Waldhof Mannheim will be on the counter, believe you me, as Ferrati puts his left boot through it. Can't find the target though. Now Granatowski will come on. They make it 2-2. A goal against Zwickau. Having come on as a substitute. He'll look to replicate that here again. Replacing Vollmann, who had a decent first half. Hasn't quite been able to find that same form here in the second. He did just tail off and get a little quiet towards the end of the first half, perhaps. Just running a little low on the gas in the tank. Ferrati. Not quite on the same wavelength as Marks there. Having just come on, Ferrati. Granatowski, a pacey little bulldog of a player. What he lacks in height, he makes up for in sheer ferociousness and lacking when it comes to effort, that's for sure. Decent ball out wide. Kept in play by Marks. Able to get the cross back into the box. Will fall to Schuster here on the volley, or half volley should I say. Can't find the target. We've seen plenty of efforts sailing over the crossbar here this evening. Finishing perhaps something both teams will be working on in training in the upcoming days, with the games coming thick and fast now. Lack of regular football there for everyone to see when it comes to both these sides. Passing hasn't quite been as crisp as it should be. And the finishing nowhere near where it needs to be, at least this evening. It's not to say it won't improve and improve quickly. And of course, it can always be a case of just being one of those days as well. Lovely ball from Guaida. Marks then tries to keep the move alive, but Chef just getting his body in front of Marks there and then drawing the foul. Rather cleverly. Smart play from him, smart defending. So Chef will be coming off. It looks like Neidhardt coming on. Neidhardt, second half substitute in the last game as well. Hanslick will join him. Replacing Braya up front. So less than 20 minutes to go, just over a quarter of an hour to be precise. unable to latch onto that one. Joined in the summer from FC Emmen. On a free transfer, the number 7 substitute. Waldhof coming in late there on Schuster. Not the first time Schuster's been on the receiving end of a bit of a wild challenge. Waldhof the culprit that time. He's still pleading his case to the referee. Can't have too many complaints though. Just too late to the party that time. Good distribution there from the Mannheim keeper. His goal kick has a lot of space to work with. Powering forward. Guaida unable to get there. Sollenberg not taking any chances, puts the ball out of play. Flick back to goal kick. Good vision from Flick there. Okay, pacey ball down the middle. De Ville unable to control it. German youth team international. Off. Ferrati. Better build-up play this from Mannheim. Ferrati tries to bend one in for De Ville there. He was waiting around about the penalty spot. Liedl asking a little bit more from his team. As Mannheim slowly but surely starting to look a little more dangerous coming forward. Very similar story to Hansa Rostock's first half though. Good possession. Good play out from the back, but just struggling in the final third. No free kick given. Buziane expecting the whistle to come from the ref there. Never did. Hansa to get the ball moving. De Ville brings the ball down and marks into play. Comes off Bunsen last. Mannheim throw. Marks looking to take it quickly. Waldhof Mannheim are good for a late goal this season. 5th of 42 goals this season, coming in the final 15 minutes of matches. Now they're struggling to find a way through themselves. Guaida wanted a free kick. It was actually Flick who gave one away. Buzian. Just not quite energetic enough there with the run. And come on as a substitute, you'd expect him to just getting a little bit more there. It's Mannheim on the ascendancy, starting to put the pressure on Hansa, which will please him. Bernard Trages. Didn't see quite enough of it in the second. It's definitely been an improvement. Or in the first, should I say. It's been an improvement here in the second. Still no goals, though. Well, we did wonder when Aaron Opoku would make an appearance. Looks like the final 9 minutes plus stoppage time will be handed to him to try and make a difference, try and affect the game now. Pacey, tricky young player. Has to run at players out on that left wing, take defenders on. And it's Nate who will make space for young number 19 to come on and try and have an impact on this game. Napoku, just 21 years old, on loan from Hamburg. Loan spell will come to an end at the end of the season. A little more central here. He's a versatile player. Neidhard just hanging out on that left wing. Oh, not a bad cross there. I think the flag did go up in the end. The Frenchman Buzian. This timing is run slightly. Wasn't able to do much with the header anyway, but close to getting himself into a good goal-scoring position. Ferrati. Lovely ball from Ferrati. His ball back across. Kolke getting just enough on it to take the fizz off the ball back across the face of goal and allow one of his defenders to make the clearance. Lovely vision and through ball from Ferrati. And Buzian tries to cut it back for Marks, I believe it was, at the near post. But Kolke comes out and makes himself big to take just enough off it. Here comes the delivery. Back out to Marks, who takes a touch, then goes down. It looks like the penalty's been given here. Well, well, well. Max Burda, the referee, didn't waste much time in blowing his whistle. Decision coming from the linesman, I believe, who's very quick to notify his colleague. Well, was there enough in that? I think Marks knew exactly what he was doing. A heavy first touch, inviting the challenge. Well, there's probably enough contact there from Pepic. He's on a yellow card. Lucky not to pick up a second there, and therefore be sent off. Ferrati, hard and low. Kolke guesses the right direction. And there's just too much on it to keep it out, and Ferrati comes off the bench to give Mannheim the lead. And at this very late stage in the game, possibly the winner. Questions will be asked about whether or not there was enough on the challenge to give the penalty in the first place, but once the decision was made, Ferrati still had a job to do. Stepped up and delivered. Celebrating with fellow substitute Buzian. Koida stays strong and on the ball. Riding not a one but two challenges there.
Schieb auf 6, Schieb auf 6, Gucci, Schieb auf 6, Gucci, Schieb auf 6, Nico hinten rein.
There's Ferrati, the goal scorer. Always confident on the ball. And confident from the penalty spot as well, it would seem. With just his second goal of the season, and this is his 18th appearance for Waldhof Mannheim. Let's have another look at that vital moment. Well, I'm still not convinced, you know. I do think Marks makes quite a meal of it. Rather cleverly, you have to give him that. Pepic perhaps a little reckless coming in, but whether or not there was enough there, I'm not so sure. The decision will stand, as will the goal. What an important goal it is as well, as far as Waldhof Mannheim are concerned, as they now shoot up into second place, level on points, level on goal difference as well, with Unterhaching. Promotion hopes have been given a real boost, as long as they can hold on here. Not long to go. Back with Kolke, the keeper now puts his boot through it. He's getting a little desperate now for the home side. Poku. Not a bad effort there from Granatovski. Good link-up play between the two substitutes. That's what he's capable of. Once again, up and over. Here's the final product. Mannheim looking to eat up a little bit more of the clock. As Deville slowly but surely makes his way off. And will be replaced by Just for these final minutes. forward for Hansa Rostock now. Waldhof causing enough trouble in the area to force the corner. Granatowski to whip one into the penalty area now. Decides to play it short. Pepic. Back out to Granatowski. Step over. Not a bad ball in from Opoku. Second attempt not quite as good, but it's enough to secure another corner. Hansa looking to find an equaliser right at the death here. It's probably no less than they deserve overall. Leaving it all just a little too late. Scramble in the penalty area. Ferrati just about gets the ball clear. Into stoppage time now. Pitch forwards. Waldhof does get his head to the ball, but can't generate enough power. Trouble. The Mannheim keeper. He simply just had too little to do today. Really haven't tested him enough. As things stand, are paying the price for it. Wild one from Schuster. Been on the receiving end of a few, but that time he is the guilty player instead. Coming in on Opoku there. It's perhaps one of the last opportunities. A big catch there for Königsmann, and with it comes a little bit of afters between some of the players. Frustrations starting to seep through the cracks now. As far as the Rostock players are concerned, not quite sure what happened there. I'll tell you what, Königsmann, very aggressive there. Quite sure what he's complaining about. It wasn't really much of a challenge on him. And Sonnenberg getting a little too involved as well. I believe he's picked up a yellow card for his troubles. Rightfully so. No need for that. Late substitution. Scheller going for Guaida. Surely just a matter of seconds rather than minutes to go now, as Buzian does well. Draw the foul. And confirmation there of Sonnenberg's yellow card. For getting involved when he shouldn't have. Buzian heads towards the corner flag, and then Opoku penalised. Not happy about the decision. That could be all she wrote. No need for it really. Buzian not really going anywhere. And that is all she wrote. Celebrations for Bernard Trares and the visitors from Mannheim, who keep their unbeaten run on the road intact. 3 big points for them, which means Waldhof Mannheim 07 now up into second place, tied on points and goal difference with Unterhaching. Duisburg in first, still with a game to play. As for Hansa Rostock, they now drop from 10th to 11th. A missed opportunity, especially in the first half, as far as they're concerned. But still, plenty of football to be played in a very tightly contested Dritte Liga. That's all from us this evening. Thanks for joining us, and make sure you do next time when the Dritte Liga returns with more football.
Aber wer weiß, da kann noch so viel Bewegung jetzt in den nächsten Wochen kommen. Diese Enge der Spieltage. Erst einmal hat aber Waldhof Mannheim ganz klar ein Statement gesetzt. Sie haben eine Reaktion gezeigt auf die Seite gegen Uerdingen. Die da ganz oben mit dabei sind.